time I hear your name, all my worries disappear, yeah. It's all because of you, you. I feel the way I do. You make my dreams come true.
Hey y'all, it's Flexing with the Fletchers. I'm Ty and Camille's in the background.
What's up, y'all?
So today I'm gonna be telling y'all my coming out story. It's a long one, so grace yourselves. Okay, where do I start?
When was your first crush? Like, when did you have a first crush on a girl?
Me personally, I felt like I knew that I liked girls in elementary school. Cause you know, kids, you always want to like try stuff out, like, you know, whatever, like doing stuff at school and stuff and at home. But yeah, like I tried it out like a little bit, not like nothing crazy or anything, but like, you know, just liking girls in elementary school. Because growing up, I was always around my sister, which was older than me, and I was exposed to like gay girls at a very young age and stuff, like being around the basketball players and stuff at her school. So
They caught your eye.
yeah, like I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, I didn't feel like that with like guys, but you know how that go. So then once I got to middle school, I knew then, but like I still was like dating boys or whatever. And I think just between 8th and 9th grade, my best friend, I was like, I'm gonna tell my best friend that, you know, I like girls or whatever. And so I came out and told her, and I believe she told me she already knew, or like, why didn't I tell her? Because she kind of already knew, even though I was like dating boys. But you know, like, you act a certain type of way if you like boys. Like, I can't be like, oh, he's so damn fine, like, oh my god, like, ooh. No, that wasn't what I was given. I didn't even bring any like boyfriends home or tell like my mom or sister like, oh, I like this boy, anything like that or whatever. So 9th grade, between 8th and 9th grade, I came out to my best friend and told her. So then I started being comfortable within myself the 9th grade. I still was like dibbling, dabbling, trying to figure out, I'm gonna tell y'all why, but trying to figure out, you know, who I am as a person. But I knew that I always liked girls, hands down.
Hold on.
Okay, so in 9th grade, I got my first girlfriend, and mind you, those who know, but I never got caught with like being with a girl or anything. Sidebar, being raised in a Christian home, that's not how it's about to go down. It's not, none of that. Ain't none of that going on in nobody's house. So anyways, so 9th grade, 10th grade, everything was fine. I started playing basketball in high school, and of course, you know, you starting to find your friends and all that other stuff or whatever. But of course, the hype about basketball players, they're gay or whatever. So my mom came to one of my games and she asked my best friend, she was like, why Tanisha hanging out with all them gay girls or whatever? And my best friend was like, I don't know, like, she's gonna hold it down, you a real one for that. But she was like, I don't know, ask her, like, I don't know. So then after the game, my mom, we was driving home and she was like, why are you hanging out with all them gay girls? So I automatically clicked in my head, because, you know, my sister, she has gay friends, lesbian friends, whatever. So I was like, you never asked her, was she gay? Why you gotta ask me if I'm gay? Like, you know, like, they just my friends, which those were my friends that she was talking about in that instance or whatever. But, you know, I got a little defensive. I'm like, you ain't questioning my sister, but you questioning me. So I feel like low-key she knew, but she still did not know until a while. We're going to talk about that, though. But So that's like 10th grade, 11th grade year, still doing what I'm doing or whatever. 12th grade year, the same. It wasn't too bad. Never got caught any of those years. But until I like graduated from high school and was like going on to college and stuff, it was a time when I came back home and I told my dad that I was going somewhere else that I wasn't going. And so my sister knew how to get in contact with me or whatever. And she was like, Mom said to call her. So I called her and she's like, come meet me right now. So I'm like, oh, snap. So my sister already knew what was going on because she was just like, it's time for you to be honest with her. Like, let her know, like, you're basically almost grown and just be true to yourself. So, okay, so I went and I finally met my mom and I already knew what was going down. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I hope my sister come and rescue me. I don't know what's going to happen. So, she was not happy at all. And she told me that I wasn't for real. Like, basically, like, she told me I was lying when I told her. I was like, yes, I like girls. And she's like, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. So, at that time, I was just like, I think I was so hurt because it finally came out, but then also it was like okay, the hardest part has begun, basically. So after that, I think I avoided from going home and I went to my grandma's house because I did not want to go home. I did not want to go home. So fast forward, to being an adult now, she's still not okay with it, and that's absolutely okay with me.
How did your dad find out?
So my dad found out at the same time that my mom kind of found out, in a way, because he was just like, well, she said she was gonna be here, but she's really here. And I felt like my dad always knew, but he was waiting for me to tell him because I felt more comfortable being myself around my dad than my mom. So like I would invite girls over to my dad's house, or like if I was going out with them, like they would pick me up from my dad's house. And so when everything went down with my mom, like he was just like, so what's going on? And I was like, Dad, I was still nervous to tell him, even though he already knew. And mind you, my siblings already knew. Like, they knew since, geez, probably like 9th grade, maybe. Yeah, 8th, 9th grade. So my dad, he was like, when I told him, he was like, why didn't you tell me? He was like, I kind of already knew because you never really brought any boys around. I always dropped you off. Like, if I dropped you off somewhere, like, it was always with a girl, or they even came over here and stuff like that. And so I was just like, I don't know. Like, you know, just from how we were raised, like, it's not okay. It's a sin and stuff like that. So I was just like, am I ready to tell him? Even though I knew that he would be more open to it than my mom. So yeah.
How is he now?
Oh my gosh. Now, first of all, y'all, he loves Camil. I can call him and he can be like, so how's Camil? Where's Camil at? How's she doing? Like, tell her I said hello. Like, but no, like he loves me, and he loves that I have someone who loves me. It took him a while. We had conversations, but it took him a while to be okay with it. But he's like, as long as you happy, I'm happy. I love it. I don't care when y'all having kids. Like, when y'all getting married, like, I want y'all to do this the right way. But he's very supportive of my lifestyle. I'd rather have one parent that supports it than no parents at all. So I'm content and happy with, you know, him loving me. Not saying that my mom doesn't, but he doesn't mind my lifestyle.
Would there be anything that you would like to see change in the next couple of years?
I hope that I hope that my mom can be open. I don't want her to, she does not have to accept it at all, but respect it for a fact. But I would want her to have an open mind of wanting to be around me and my family, because it's not going nowhere. So, you know, I'm her child. She always gonna love me. It took me a while to be okay with it. It's not easy. Those who know, it's not easy at all. But you gotta live for you, and I'm happy. So all I want her to do is be happy for me. Be happy that I found love, and just love it, because I love it. But if not, that's okay too. I'm happy. That's it for my coming out story. Any other questions or anything about my experience or my coming out story, you know, ask the question. I'll give you an answer. But yeah, this is Flex with the Fletches. And I'm out.